Hello, hello. This is the Village Kids podcast hosted by me, Erin.
I'm Annika.
Julia.
And I'm Marga.
So, today, for our very first episode, we are talking about Halloween. Like, no introductions, straight up Halloween.
Yes.
I just wear this every day. No biggie.
Actually, I've been super excited for this episode ever since we started talking about this podcast.
Yeah.
For those
Same.
listening from Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever else, you can't see it, but we're actually all dressed up for this one. So you're going to have to check out our YouTube channel, Village Kids, or our Instagram at _Village Kids for that.
Like and
Yup.
subscribe.
You should really watch it because Erin's costume. Oh my gosh, you have to see
It's
it.
amazing.
And Annika's. Oh my god.
Yeah, the detail, you guys.
The details and like the hairs on your beard air. It's
That's a sneak peek. That's all we're saying for now.
So the reason why we chose this as our very first episode is because Halloween has always been a really big deal for us.
Yeah, it was like a tradition for us, for the four of us.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
for
always
how-
been my favorite event of the entire year because of you guys.
Yeah,
like
that's
more than
true.
Christmas and your birthday.
For sure.
Yeah.
Aw.
I feel
That's
like
so
even
fun.
even up to now, like I always bring it up to like whoever I meet, like in college or at work. Like I always say, it's Halloween, we have to do something, or like
Yeah.
there's got to be some sort of tradition we can follow or place we can go to get candy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my love for Halloween definitely started with you guys.
Same.
Yeah.
You guys were always so into it also. You guys had
Mhm.
just crazy, like I felt like you guys had all the creativity in the world. It was so hard to compete.
Erin, oh my gosh. Her
Erin has
costume,
awards.
she actually won. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually won a contest, a Halloween costume contest.
And that was like from scratch. And it was just like
Yeah.
intense. I was like, never have I ever seen someone put that much effort.
Yeah, and
into-
thought into her
Yeah.
costume.
Oh, you guys,
Galing.
thanks.
Oh my god. And Annika actually, like, she would have her costumes like made pagawa or like
Yeah.
Oh, we
I
took
remember
it
the
seriously.
Pebbles one.
it was made. Crazy. It was like designed
No.
like designer na.
Like a month before. Erin and
Mhm.
I would go to the same person sometimes.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, we'd have such
Same person.
specific costumes.
Oh my
Yeah.
You
gosh.
can't find the costume that we wanted in stores.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
best one
gosh.
for me was the Disney Fairies one.
Yeah.
Oh my
Looking
God,
back,
so fun.
it's like normally people want to be just like a general fairy, but Erin
Yeah.
and I, we were like, no, we want to be this specific Disney fairy.
You were Beth, right?
Yes, Bess. Yeah.
Bess. She's the artsy
Mhm.
fairy.
Yeah. And she had
went
this
as-
like life-size paintbrush.
Oh my
Have one?
gosh.
We made
I
out
don't
of like a
remember
woolly
this.
stink thing.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. What were you, Air? Were you a fairy
Frila.
also?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
so
lucky that
cute.
year.
Yeah.
Frila,
That
the
was
mainland fairy. So for those who don't know the Disney fairies, they're
You
like,
should watch it. Yeah.
they're like the sisters of Tinkerbell. There's
Yeah.
more than just Tinkerbell.
And they have like all of these origin stories similar to
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
It's that deep.
There were books that we read.
Yeah. The books. Oh my gosh.
Erin, probably, I feel like it was probably only us that knew what we were,
Yeah,
who we
for
were dressed
sure.
as.
But it was
just
so
too
great.
specific.
People just probably thought like, oh, they're butterflies or they're
Yeah.
fairies.
It's an art fairy.
Yeah.
It's like a fairy with a holistic thing.
Elaborate.
So funny.
What were some of your guys' like favorite costumes growing up? From our years, I mean.
Oh my gosh, I remember there was this one year, Julia and I were super lazy to dress up. I think this was like late grade school already. We were super lazy, so we dressed up in the easiest costumes ever. I was a nerd, and Julia was a
Oh, I
rock star.
remember that.
Nerd.
What was
I
I?
remember
A
those.
rock star, I think. Like, the most general costumes ever. And then Annika was Alice in Wonderland. And Marga was a pirate, like with boots and all.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that was like
remember.
I remember that
A
day
knife.
though.
A dagger.
I
Yeah.
remember now.
I
And then
remember that
Julia
day
and
though.
I
That
were
was
so
really like
basic.
mine was basic. I felt mine was basic because I literally came up with it that morning. Just like
Same.
most of my costumes.
Same.
Okay,
I think
I-
we
Legit, Margie. Like, with
Like,
boots.
It was I really don't know. Like I think I remember that morning so much because I think my mom was out of town. So my brother he was like saying, "What, you don't have a costume? We have to come up with a costume." So I was wearing his t-shirt, the red and white one.
yeah.
And it was so
Oh,
oversized, and I just put on some black shorts and I used my mom's boots, and
Oh my
it was
gosh.
such it was such a
remember this.
So good
makeup.
on
Yeah,
you.
it was such a made up like thing, like super last minute. And I think so that would be my memorable one, just because I feel like my brother, given that he was like, the older sibling, he really wanted to make Halloween so special for me,
Yeah,
even if it was like
yeah.
something that I was like,
Ah.
oh, every year we do it anyway. But
Yeah.
he was just like, no, you gotta dress up and whatever. All your friends are gonna like go all out. So yeah.
He was wrong though. We were super tamad that year.
I didn't
It
get
was
the
only
memo.
Annika.
I did not get the memo.
like Annika's was super like patahe talaga, and then it
Yeah,
was
I
like
remember
so
this
like
now.
polished, and
Wait, I
she
think we
had
have a picture together.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
we
yeah, I
did.
have like
Think of that.
one of those hard cards that you get printed
Yeah.
out. You went to the photo booth. Yeah.
Oh my
I have that
gosh.
somewhere.
Me and Julia, a nerd
There's
and a
a
rock
Oh
card
my
out
gosh,
there
I know who I was now. I wasn't a rock
Britney
star.
Spears.
No, I was
you were
a
a schoolgirl,
Oh,
I was a schoolgirl.
right.
and then we
Because I
guessed that
hated
you were Britney
school.
Spears.
Yeah.
Why do I remember Rockstar?
Isn't
Oh my
that the
gosh,
year
I
that
know
you went
na.
as the one that was super effort? Wasn't that the year though?
No.
Yeah,
That was
you
a
were
different year.
Sally.
I feel
You
like
were
that was the year.
Sally.
Like I feel like our years are just like
Yeah, because that was the first event at the park where
Oh,
you won the contest. I think you
Oh,
were
there
Sally
was,
back
there was
then.
no like costume contest at the park before that year aired.
yeah.
Yeah.
Parang,
I
That was
Yeah.
the
remember
first
winning
one.
a
You're the
pair of-
first winner. Yeah.
Thank you. I remember we were pretty grown up by now, so I kind of felt like I was robbing the kids of their prizes.
Screw the kids.
yeah, I'm saying that in my mind, Joan.
I think that was the year that all the houses were going all out. Like they were giving free Havaianas if you like went through this whatever obstacle course. And then as Annika mentioned, there was like a photo booth. Like that doesn't happen
Yeah.
every year. Like,
Yeah, that was the
a
first
really
time.
good year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was fun.
oh my
That's
God.
like-
Totally unrelated to our costumes, but last year my niece Leah, she dressed up as a grandma.
That was so cute.
good.
I
remember
love
So
that.
cute.
God.
Is she dressing up this year?
Oh, I don't know. So I was actually really excited for this one because I didn't think I'd get to dress up.
Well, you went all out.
Yep. You won this year,
Clearly.
Leonard.
Again, you all have to really see this. It's just
Check
So
it out
much
on
to see
YouTube.
Annika and Aaron.
You guys too.
But I guess like looking at all of your costumes, like obviously we all kind of looked at different places for inspiration.
Yeah.
What made like how did this become the one out of your lists?
Who
For me,
starts?
I was
Okay.
listening to I think I went on like a throwback trip to high school. Like a few days before we talked about this episode, and I was like, that would be a really good costume. I mean, I kind of fit the general
Profile.
description.
I see it. I see it.
I love it.
I mean, I already have the hair.
Yeah.
I have the eyes.
Oh my god.
Just had to add more hair.
What were other stuff on your list though?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't have any others on my mind. When I thought of this, I was like, that's it. I'm going with that. Full send.
I had a short list.
You had three
Um,
choices, right?
I wasn't sure like how all out you guys were going to go. I thought we were doing this last week, and the night before we were gonna have our little Halloween party. I talked to Erin, and it seemed like she was going full on, like all out. I was like, okay. The more extreme one on my list was to be dressed as bubble tea.
Oh my god, that would have been
I
so
wasn't sure
cute.
how I was going to make it happen. Maybe with balloons and like
Oh my gosh.
plastic. Yeah. I was like, can I pull this off in a day? I wasn't sure. Thankfully, I didn't, because turns out that night we weren't actually going to have the Halloween party. So I would have been dressed as bubble tea
Oh
For no reason.
for no reason at all. So, and other ones that were on my list were like really easy ones that I knew I had the costume, like the pieces in my regular, like everyday wardrobe. Vilma
my god.
from
Oh yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Who's the other one? Spinelli from Recess.
Same.
But I have the
You guessed
the
that
beanie.
though. For
Yeah.
Julia.
That's what I was lacking, Nick. I didn't have the beanie. So I had to change. Anyways.
And then my other one was so this is how I ended up with Cusco, because I wanted to first be Yzma.
Yeah.
Yzma?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Like
have
the one with
been
the
so
long
fun.
lashes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
villain from Emperor's New Groove.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, no, this is too complicated. So I ended up with Cusco.
That's so cute though.
Yeah.
You pulled it off.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
My parents had no idea what I was.
Is it casually like dressing up?
As I was putting on my earrings in the bathroom, my mom was like, "Oh, are you that Sri Lankan?" I was like, "What? What are you about to say?" I have no idea. And then she just trailed off and like left. I'm like, okay, now I don't know if I actually look like Cusco or not.
No, but
Sri
Of course,
Lankan,
like-
what?
of course Erin was like, so like your eyes got drawn to her like right away when we revealed. But when I kind of like
Who's that man?
processed it, I was like, who's this? But then when I processed it and then looked at your
Look at
box, like
Annika.
yeah, I was just like, oh my god, you're Cusco. So I was just like, it made so much sense. I don't know. It was just so cool.
I love that movie. I remember watching it with Annika a lot.
It was so good. There was even like a series to it.
Yeah, I love the series too.
It was so nice.
Do you find that it doesn't come up as much anymore now? Like, I don't really
Yeah.
recall the story. It's because the movie has no music at all.
Yeah, it
No,
was
it
an
does.
Did it?
It does? Like,
I think it did.
It
I'm
had
trying
Earth,
to
Wind, and
remember.
Fire in it, right?
really?
Let's groove
September?
tonight.
Oh no, okay, let's groove tonight. Yeah,
That
makes
one.
sense. Yeah, that would be
one.
Emperor's New
Life.
Groove.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes, makes sense.
But do you guys remember the storyline? Because I don't.
No, I don't.
I
know he
remember
just, like,
him.
turned into a llama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Oh,
because he was so rich and privileged, right? And he wanted to like get like basically he wanted to have this playground, and he was ready to like evacuate this whole like hill of a community.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
yeah, but then he becomes a better person.
Because
Spoiler.
he became a llama.
So it's
Yeah.
about gentrification.
I remember Yzma trying to kill him as a llama.
Yeah,
And
because he
Kronk.
It was Krunk's fault because he wasn't supposed to be a llama. He was just supposed to die.
Right,
Oh.
right. Yes. I
Okay, got
remember
it.
that scene being really funny.
Did we talk
Like with
about
the
this last
potion.
week?
No,
we
we
were
didn't.
talking about Kronk last week.
No, okay. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that's
me.
also. Wait, did you bring up Kronk last week or the week
Yeah.
before that? Okay, okay.
I think. Oh no, yeah, 2 weeks before that, I think.
I think you planted the seed, Jules. Because I really haven't thought of Emperor's New Groove in years.
It's such a good one, though.
Subconsciously. Yeah. It's all Julia.
How about you, Jules? What was on your list? And
Same
did
as
you-
Annika. I was planning to be Spinelli, but I didn't have the what do you call it?
Beanie.
The beanie, yeah. The orange beanie. I'm like, okay, if I don't have that, I don't think they're gonna get who I am. And then I thought about the other kid in recess. Hence this.
TJ.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you know the names, yeah.
You guys are so good at remembering.
I don't remember
Those
this
kids
either.
in recess are so iconic. Like each and every
I
one of
know.
them.
They
right?
are. I
Right?
just can't like pull out like those names as easily.
I just
you
know
I
one name, which is Spinelli, but I didn't know the other ones now. And
Oh.
then what happened? Oh, and my sister was the one who brought it up. Like, you have to be Rachel Green because that's your favorite character. I'm like, okay, but what's one of their iconic outfits? And then she said, just do the baseball one because we have everything anyways. So I'm like, okay. So this is my outfit, my costume, sorry.
I think for me, like I really struggled. Like I felt like I really didn't know what to do, especially since like all my clothes are basically work clothes here. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, oh my gosh, I literally live out of a suitcase right now. It's all work clothes. So I was thinking, at first, what would I want to play, like, or if I wanted to. And then I think I was like kind of reflecting when I was growing up. I kind of wanted to dress up as someone I idolized a bit. And I was thinking, oh, I can do Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez with the red blazer.
Oh my god!
Oh my
But
gosh!
the red
What?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't wear red lipstick, so I don't have red lipstick, and I don't have hoop earrings. But that was actually at first what I was going to go to the mall and buy earlier. It's just that there's literally no department store in the mall beside me, so I was just like, oh no, so what now? And then on my list also, of course, were like characters that I really loved. Isabella was one from Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas
I would
and
have
Ferb, yeah.
I would have definitely done that. But I didn't know how to do the ribbon. Because again, no department store, and I was thinking that I would just do a ribbon from National Bookstore. But I felt like, okay, that would be a risk if it would be such a flop if it doesn't stand, because hers is like so iconically huge and it stands. So I was just like, I don't know if it's gonna work. And her hair's down pa, diba? Yeah, so I was just
look
thinking,
like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
next
gonna
year.
say.
Isabella.
Yeah, you should be here next year.
Okay, guys, forget it. Don't.
Oh my
you'll be
gosh!
surprised next year.
I just remembered. I was
Bleep this
supposed to
out.
be Helga too.
Oh yeah.
I was supposed to be Helga, but I couldn't do the bow.
The bow is the problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's the bow.
Yeah. No, I if you wore Helga, it would have been similar, like our outfits, if I went with Isabella.
All right.
Right? The
Right,
differentiating
okay,
factor
okay.
would have been
It's
the
the unibrow.
And the hair.
All right, she has
Yeah.
pigtails on.
I think like other than that, it was really just I was trying to think of like if it was last week, I would have been Ariana Grande.
Oh
Just
my
because
god.
I had the bunny ears, because
Oh
I would
my
have done
gosh.
a dangerous woman era type of thing. Because I was like, okay, what can I do? Because I was literally thinking that, oh my gosh, I messed up. It's literally 1 hour before the recording, and I have no costume, and I didn't do my laundry pa. So I was like, oh no, what am I gonna wear? I was like thinking that, you know what? I think this dress is still okay, even though I wore it now. So I took it out of the laundry hamper. I was so ready to wear it. And then I was gonna put on the bunny ears and I was like gonna make a microphone or something. Yeah, but
DIY that, Margie.
mhm. But I was so happy when I went to Daiso and I saw this very cheap unicorn. And I was like, okay,
Oh.
that's it. Go to the sale in Terra Nova, get some like this thing.
Oh,
You got your
you-
jumper today?
The jumper is from the kids section, but it's the biggest size.
you would still fit in the kids section?
No, the largest size. It's like 14 and up. I'm 23, guys. I don't know. I will wear this again one day. Yeah,
Oh
but
my gosh. I actually thought you were the kid in what's this scary movie? Stephen King?
it.
It.
It?
Yeah,
With
I
the
thought you were
balloon?
the yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But then I was like, why is she wearing holding
A
a
jumper.
unicorn?
No, I was trying to like get my hair up. I really was.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
but when Annika said Agnes, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
I
So
felt like during the intro, I really had to say it's so fluffy. Like I was like, I need to sell it.
Did you get the top as well? Just today?
Did I? What, the top? Yeah.
Oh
All
my
from the sales
gosh,
rack.
Effort.
Everything is from the sales.
The effort,
I,
guys.
so
I literally
touched.
bought everything in 30 minutes. I was like, because for me, I think my default was, okay, if I can't come up with an outfit in 30 minutes, I'm gonna get like those sunglasses, the black ones, and then I'm just gonna go as, from Risky Business.
Oh my
Like, that was
gosh.
like,
One.
last minute, okay, wala na talaga, I give up.
cute.
Ito na.
No, but
And
it's so cute, Margie.
It would have been inspired by your sister because you guys did that iconic party
Yeah.
a few weeks back.
Yeah, for my sister's birthday, she wanted to dress up. So we had to be like we all planned to be Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
cute.
That was also a good idea because you could just put the electric
Yeah,
tape,
the color of the
yellow.
shirt and then the letters.
That's such a good idea for like a group costume.
That's
Right?
true.
Yeah.
Another would be like Among Us.
Oh,
If you have the
Ah.
goggles.
One.
this year for sure. A lot of like
Oh
just
my
put
gosh.
a roll of toilet paper on your head.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the plant
Different
one.
colored PPE.
Oh my gosh, that would be
And
so
then the
cute.
mask on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
On
No,
your eyes.
And they sell those goggles. Like I was actually staring at it on NBS. They have the
No
protective
way.
goggles. So I was like, well, if I didn't buy the unicorn, I would have just gotten
The goggles.
then put the mask on top of the goggles.
Yeah.
Iconic.
That would be so funny.
Oh my gosh,
my
I
God.
really miss Halloween.
I do.
Same.
Same.
Oh my gosh, Eric, do you remember the time when I forgot
I know what you're
I
gonna
think-
say.
the photo booth Halloween
Yeah.
one in your place? Yeah. And we were trying to Skype Annika and Marga.
Gosh.
Where was I?
remember-
I think
Was
you were
this,
out
like,
of
in the last
town.
few-
I was out of town. Oh,
I
actually,
think you were out of
yeah.
town. And then Annika was in Canada by that time. So it was just me and Erin. And we were
I
so
didn't know
bored.
about this.
We didn't even go trick or treating that year.
Yeah,
either.
we didn't.
We had
We
no
didn't.
costumes.
Yeah.
Another
But
year.
we took scary photos. Like
my
we were
gosh.
trying to be
Gosh.
scary and stuff.
Is this
I
like
think
with the photo booth on
Effects?
Mac? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think I have
Yung
the
mga-
photos. I
Yung
still
mga
have the
X-ray
Yeah, oh my
vision or something.
I was actually looking at old photos yesterday because I was migrating my photos to Google Photos. And then I saw those photos that you were talking about. Never seeing the light of day.
So
We
guys,
sent
it's
all
linked
those
down
photos
below.
No.
Yeah, change topic. Let's talk about trick or treating.
Okay.
You guys remember your favorite house to go to on
Yes.
Halloween?
We all have a favorite house
I
and it's
think
a
we
sitting
all-
house.
I think it's There's an understanding between the four of us.
There's the house.
But okay. I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but
Mhm.
like I'd always look forward to going to this house, but I never knew what street it was on.
Same.
Same.
Yep,
We just
yep,
know
yep,
it's
yep.
very iconic. It has that driveway.
Yes,
Like
it has a
a-
driveway, but there's so many houses with that same driveway.
Really?
True.
Yeah.
For me, like it's just very like embedded in my head.
This house had like a driveway, right? We'd have
Yeah.
to go in through the gate and then walk through their driveway with all of these mascots
Yeah.
pretending to be statues.
Yep.
Yes. No, but some of them were actually statues, right? That's what
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what
They
gets
had
you.
moving stuff, like the ones that
Yeah.
are on the ground, and then I just remember screaming a lot.
Mhm. I
I
remember this.
remember Marga having the strongest hold on you whenever you walk into that driveway.
Wanted the
Yeah.
candy so bad. I
But the
really
candies
did.
were worth it though.
Like, there was one year they even had the thing that will get your hand. Like, in front, the guy was holding it. Whoever planned it to be like this was so evil. Like, in order to get the candy, you had to put your hand in, and then the guy holding the bucket's gonna scream at you, or like, like try to touch you.
No
And-
way.
And he's dressed up as like, this like the guy who takes you to hell type of thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That house was the best in terms of decor, in terms of
Yeah.
execution. Candy, it always had the
Yeah.
best candy.
The
Yep.
owner
Nerd.
was really into Halloween.
yeah.
That's all you could
Yep.
really say. Had the imported candy and all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anything
full
with a
size.
crunch or Kit Kat,
Ooh,
I'm
I miss
there.
that.
Last
Oh,
year
gosh.
though,
Oh my gosh.
trick or treating was
Last
so
year.
different from what we remember it to be.
Yep.
Why?
I'm
What
sad
happened?
for the kids now though.
It's like
Why?
the houses, not as many houses give out candy anymore. I feel like 'cause it's mostly like our houses, like the youngest people have already grown up.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're
Halloween's
like in
not that big a
college
deal
and
anymore.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many kids with so few houses that give out candy. They
Mhm.
ran out of candy so fast.
Yeah, that's so true. Like in an hour.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess
Right now.
we were lucky to have grown up at a time when like there were so many people who were so game
Yeah.
to take
Yeah.
part.
True. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there were people who would like bake, like, and they'd give
Yeah.
actual cupcakes and
Yep.
even
Yes.
juice and all of that, and it's so
Ice
great. And
candy.
under the
Yeah,
hot
ice
sun,
candy.
like, and you finally get
Yeah.
something to drink.
Ice cream. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And we would plan our routes, right? in
Yes,
order
we
for
I was
us
about
would,
to
we
get to that.
would.
Like, you have to be strategic. Like, we'd start out, I remember at first, like, walking, like, let's have the usual, like, traditional experience of knocking on doors. But then
Yeah.
eventually you're like,
A
there's no
car
way
is
in
there.
hell we're going to be able to cover this. Like, call my dad or call someone.
Yeah, to
They'll
drive
just pick us
around.
up. And then there were times when
you
I
need
remember,
aircon.
yeah, or there was one time we called, and I think I don't know where my dad was, but the only car that was available was like this truck, and so we had to like hop on board the do you remember that, Marga? It was like the
Village
K27.
pa.
Yeah, and we'd be
Wait,
standing in the
what?
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think this was like, I don't know, this is just a really funny year.
A truck?
Yeah.
Like a pickup truck.
A pickup
yeah.
truck.
Oh, okay. I thought
Okay.
it was an
Yeah,
elf or something.
Yeah.
Like an elf?
Pickup truck.
Like those really big six-wheeler
Trucks.
trucks.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, it was a normal pickup truck. But it was really funny because we were at the back, and then obviously we're dressed up, and then
Oh,
we were
okay,
going
I remember. I think it was my dad.
Okay.
It's like, you know what? Anything for candy.
Like I loved all of our traditions like that.
Right? My
Same.
favorite was after trick-or-treating, we go to Annika's
Oh my
house
gosh.
and then
Yeah.
trade
Yeah.
again.
Trade candies. Yeah.
I
oh my
love that
gosh.
so much.
I remember we'd like empty out all of our pumpkins and then
Yeah.
segregate the candies according to the kind of candy, the
Uh-huh.
Like, what
brand
was
of
your loot? What
candy.
did you get?
Yeah, and then we'd
Uh-huh.
set it up like a store, and then we'd go to each other's stores.
I remember this.
Take my peanut butter cups. Take
Take
it, I'll
my
take anything.
Take my picnic. Anything with nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
same. I
God.
didn't like nuts too.
Neither did I. Where did they all go? We gave
Maybe
it
we
away.
gave it.
To our fathers.
Yeah. My favorite definitely were the like items that weren't candy as well, like the pogs, like
Oh yes.
those Coca-Cola pogs.
Uh-huh.
They're so
There's
We
always one
battle.
house. Yeah. There's one
Yeah.
house that would give pogs instead of candies.
Mhm.
yeah, and those small Coca-Cola bottles that
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we could have had a collection. I don't know where they went. I never
Same.
really had them on, but technically they
Same.
were like Coca-Cola memorabilia.
Yeah. I remember that.
I remember
So-
always trading for, do you remember those tiny super corn chips?
Oh, yes.
yeah.
What was that?
Yes.
Super
I don't know what it's
Super
called.
crunch.
Like the packed
Was it
ones
Super
like
Crunch?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
That was so
it's
good.
tiny. Yeah, and a clover bits.
I think Annika always had that in her house when she would give those
Yeah.
out.
Annika
The
just
thing
goes
also is
out.
that Annika would like have like the night before or like a few days before when they'd be packing. And I have
Yeah.
this really like fond memory. It was
Oh,
such an
okay.
Annika thing to do. And then like I remember like she would like be like, oh, and this person's gonna be extra lucky because she's gonna have like, oh, a lucky person over here is gonna get clover bits.
Like a
It was so
raffle.
cute. Yeah, we're like, oh, I hope someone we know gets this.
I remember though in our house, we'd like, oh, I'm saving this for Annika, Marga, and Erin. Like,
Oh,
I'm keeping this for
Aw.
them.
I never knew that. That's so cute.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Because there are loots where you don't have everything in it. I'm like, okay, where are the ones that are full? Because I'm keeping
Aw.
Someone was always looking
we were
out for us.
special.
of course.
I remember
was so
after
fun.
Halloween, like I have so much candy. So like every time after Halloween, I'd have to ask permission from my mom to eat a piece of candy. So like I'd call her from her work. I'd be like, Mom, may I please have this one piece of what is this? May I please have this one Chupa Chups lollipop? And she'd be like, yeah, okay, you can have that. And then if I decided I wanted to have another one, I'd have to call up her office again, be like, is Mom there?
Oh my gosh.
May I please have
So
this piece of chocolate?
So
I can so relate to that though, but I feel like at least you were allowed. I think like a day or two after Halloween, my mom would just throw out or give out all of my candy, and it was just such a heartbreaking thing because I worked hard for that. I walked so many what felt like kilometers.
You were a kid. I mean,
yeah, smaller steps.
So I feel like the only time I really like ate my candy or like my my loot was
Annika's
probably the
sleepover?
night. Yeah, because
Yes,
I mean that was such a
you
tradition
stay
as
at my
well.
place.
Yeah.
At my
it was-
place if you want to eat your candy in secret. The Bing doesn't have to know.
Yeah, for us to have like that sleepover.
Mom, I did
remember-
not eat any unauthorized candy. If you're listening, I did not.
That's so funny.
But you know what
Sleepovers
was
were always
unplanned, and
unplanned.
it was always
Mhm.
such a risk for me. Like I would call my mom. It was the night before and the night of, and then I had no clothes. Obviously, I would just borrow from Annika, and I would just be like, can I sleep over, please?
I think I
sleep-
remember like the four
Annika,
of us
Julia's
talking
here.
to your mom.
Yeah, we'd be like,
Yeah,
Tita, please.
Convincing.
Please, I want to stay.
I think my mom's just like automatic na. She knows I'm not
I
going
always
home.
loved that. It was
She's like, oh, you're when I don't sleep over. She's like, oh, why are you here?
It happened every
You
year.
could-
Like, how come we never planned it?
I know. We
That
never
is so
bothered to bring our
true.
own clothes.
I think it's like it's harder to ask in person. So it was
Maybe.
always like,
Or we think like it's
when does-
automatic.
Yes.
Like you should know at this point that I'm not sleeping at home tonight.
I want to stay so bad. And then like the Halloween movies.
Oh yes.
Oh, I somehow always associate Halloween and like our movie nights on Halloween with like a shit ton of barbecue. Do you remember this?
Probably because I
Like-
think your mom would be the type to have ordered that
Yeah.
ahead of time. Like
Yeah, like the 3 peso barbecues.
yeah,
Oh my
it was
gosh,
so
yeah.
good
With
though.
like half
Okay,
of
yeah,
it
I
is like
think I
taba.
remember.
Oh man.
I miss that. I
Yes.
think that's like one of the best barbecues I've ever.
I think yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know who the
Neither do
supplier
we
is,
anymore.
but it's so good. I know she picks it up from the specific place talaga.
Oh my
like
gosh.
as in the specific canto in like I vaguely remember the driver of Annika stopping and then like getting off and then picking it up from this very specific place, and
Oh
it's
my
just so
God.
funny.
No one remembers anymore where that barbecue is from. So
Oh,
if anyone listening, it was 3 pesos like 10 years ago. Maybe it's like 10 now. If you
Oh my
know,
gosh.
I think it's around Obrero.
Inflation.
I remember one time being forced to watch my first ever horror movie at your house during Halloween.
We watched
What
Orphan.
was it?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Oh
is
my
that your
gosh.
first ever
And-
horror movie?
Yeah.
What was it?
Projector and all.
Orphan.
Like they set
Oh.
up this like huge projector and then we watched it.
Yeah.
Like we watched it with
Like,
older
you guys,
kids
I
as
can't
well.
handle
Yeah.
this. I
'Cause the
can't
siblings
handle
and our
this
friends.
movie.
I think I watched it
No,
beforehand.
it's okay. You can do this, Erin. You can do this. You really can.
I loved horror movies though, so
I hate them. It's torture.
Julia dressed up as the orphan one year.
Yeah, you
At
did.
one
actually.
point, yeah.
But not that year. I
yeah,
think
not that year, no.
Still remember
Intense.
that movie.
Of course.
I'm scarred.
Yeah. I remember our reactions at the end being like, oh my gosh, she's like
Oh,
30. Spoiler
he
alert.
looks so scary.
No, but that was really crazy. The twist.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
It was crazy.
What's your?
You know what? Oh,
Sorry,
you know
go.
what's weird is I don't have much memories of us sleeping over. Is that odd?
We
What?
sleep.
Yeah, like almost zero.
Dude, what is wrong with you? We
We
sleep
had
over your
So
place
we were-
every
Yeah,
week.
So many
Yes.
sleepovers.
But for Halloween, did you?
Oh,
I
What-
don't remember
What did we
specific.
do?
yeah. I just remember like trading candies,
Yes,
watching
yes.
movies, playing
Yeah.
Wii.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It
I
was-
remember those parts.
I think it's because we didn't really sleep and it was always like there were so many people and it
Okay,
wasn't
that
really
is
just
probably
an
it.
our thing. So it was like
Yes.
even when we were doing those things like playing pogs or
Mhm.
trading candy or watching a movie, we were watching it with so many people, so it didn't feel
Yeah.
like it just maybe didn't feel as much as a sleepover, but rather
Right.
Halloween party and then
Mhm.
us sleeping at the end of the night in Annika's room or something like that.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Those days were
think.
long. Like it and
Yes,
it would
maybe
end
that's
so late.
why.
Like I
Yep.
think those are I mean Julia was so used to sleeping late all her life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then.
dude.
But for us, like that was like 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, it's so late. This like not used to this.
And then the next day would be November 1. So we'd like hurry home.
Yeah, it would be
Mhm.
like
Okay, now I
first thing in the
remember.
morning out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like first thing in the
You
morning.
get picked up.
It's like
Mhm.
if you're not here by
By this
you're
time.
grounded.
Uh-huh.
It was like, okay, I'll find a way home. I'll find a way.
I feel like after that, like, because we'd sleep late, right? And then you guys had to leave for like family, whatever. I
Yeah.
would just walk home and sleep.
Yeah, that seems like a very Julia thing to do.
I think like my yaya would just pick me up and then we'd walk and I'm like, can I sleep again? And she's like, okay. Let's just go back to sleep.
In fairness, it was like what, a 1 minute or less walk for you.
Yeah,
So
there's like 3 houses down.
I think for the most part, it was really like those memories were so embedded like in our childhood, and it was like I wasn't the most creative when it came to like costumes, but I feel
Same.
like just being in like this whole experience, like being challenged by you guys and your creativity like every year, it was just so intense, and then you guys made it so much fun. I always get surprised when people tell me that Halloween wasn't really that big of a thing for them.
Yeah,
And I was like,
same.
how can you do that?
That's
Like,
it.
how?
Same.
Who hurt you? Like, what? Why?
Yeah, but same. Oh my gosh. I had the same
Yeah.
experience during college. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys didn't go trick-or-treating before?
Right?
Yeah,
What's
it
wrong
wasn't a
with
thing.
you?
Yeah, we're like, oh, like
It'd
Halloween.
be like,
Like,
I
what?
went trick or treating until I was 14.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's like, oh,
That's so true.
And then you even went like, even when Annika was in Canada, she would even dress up as well. And I feel
oh
like
yeah.
it was always just like a thing, like even our families got into it, and
Yep.
I don't know if it's just because like
Dragged
we
into
grew up
it.
in the province, so there's a lot of villages, subdivisions who get in on it as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just so
It was really a big
apparent,
thing
right?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really great. I mean, I think we were really lucky to have that. Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, I'm really thankful for you guys and just having those experiences. I feel like at a certain point, we definitely had to stop doing it just because of how far apart we were. But
Yeah.
I always go back to it. Like, it's like one of the first few things I bring up to people when we start like talking about like our past, like our childhood, whatever. So it was just so memorable.
It was the
So
event of the year.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Definitely.
was one of the main events of the year.
holidays with you guys were always like the main
Yeah.
events of the year.
Definitely. Like even just like weeks leading up to Halloween, even now, even though I don't have any plans for like what to dress up as, I always
Mhm.
just have it at the back of my mind that like, oh my gosh, it's a holiday, like it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, I'll find a way to celebrate somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like party or no party.
Holy shit, I think I thought of my Halloween costume next year.
Oh,
Write
Gosh.
it
Advanced
down.
thinking.
Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. But oh my gosh, Erin, I think I need you to be, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, is this a group costume, Jules?
I think
I
this is our
do.
twin thing.
I'm game.
Oh my
People
gosh.
already think we're cousins anyway.
I know, exactly. That's why I
This
picked
is
you.
insane. So I guess that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for just joining us on this like trip down memory lane. I mean, I've definitely enjoyed the last however long talking to you guys. There were so many things that I kind of a little bit forgot, but talking about like our costumes and just all the traditions we had over the years, it's definitely something that I hold with me wherever and take with me wherever I go. And I guess that's the same for you guys. And it's really heartwarming actually. And I'm just like so excited for the next time we actually get to do it in person, and be able to have our own traditions as well, like as we just grow up. And so yeah, I'm just so happy we got to do this. Happy Halloween, everyone. And
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
I hope you
From
enjoyed
Steve
the last
Aoki and Sam.
few minutes of just us chatting. So yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Chat with you then.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Thank you for chatting with us today.
For those listening from YouTube, please like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get notifications whenever a new episode comes up.
Subscribe and listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other major podcast directories. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Follow us on Instagram at _VillageKids and chat with us there daily. Catch us again next Friday at 5 a.m. Philippine Standard Time or Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time.
Chat with us again then.